Hello folks, I'm going to be making a little bit of a different video this morning. We went on a camping trip about a week ago and found out that our camper was leaking, so I'm going to get up on top and do some sealing on that camper before it destroys it. So thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride and show you how that works. Okay, like I said, about a week ago we were camping and we noticed some moisture right in this area and in the same spot over here. You really can't see it that much over there. That was a new area where it had started leaking evidently. This is where the front of the camper comes up and meets with the roof. And I'm going to take you up there and show you what I found up there. We've owned this camper for about 3.5 years. And I'll bring you in and show you up top what it looks like. When we bought this camper, I told the dealer where we bought it from that I was concerned with leakage, because we've had other campers where it was leaking really bad. And this guy said that he sealed it all, but what he did was he put silicone sealant. I never got up here to look at it. I just trusted his word. Unfortunately, you can't put silicone sealant on lap sealant, and that's what this white stuff is. This white stuff here is lap sealant, self-leveling lap sealant. This black stuff that's collected all the dirt is silicone sealant. As you can see right here, it just peels away from the lap sealant. So my goal today is to get all of this silicone sealant off, if I can, without damaging the membrane of the roof itself, this part, and then put new lap sealant on here. Now it's about 50 degrees out here today, which is right at the borderline of not being able to use this lap sealant, but we're supposed to have several days without rain and without snow, and so I've got about a 2.5 day window in order to get this done before it's going to get too cold again, and then more damage can happen. You can see right here, right in this area here, where the membrane is kind of pulled away from both the lap sealant and the, I hope you guys can see that. I can't hardly see the screen outside here. Here we go. Right there you can see where it's kind of pulled away, and that allows water to get underneath this lap sealant. So this has all got to be removed back to where it's still adhering, and then new sealant put in, and then all of this stuff here has got to come off. All of this silicone, because the new lap sealant will not adhere to that at all. So I've got some brushes here that I'm hoping can do it. This is some really fine brass bristle brushes as well as nylon brushes that I'm hoping won't damage this membrane roof at all. So I'm gonna get busy and see what I can get done. I hope you guys can see this. Right in here, I can't even see my finger because of the light outside, but right in there there's a small hole in the actual membrane that was underneath this lap sealant. This is most likely where the one leak on the passenger side of the camper was leaking water in. There was an actual passageway in there to get in there. It was a very small leak, but it is torn. And there's another one right there that you can probably barely see, but I'm thinking this is the area that was leaking on this side. This self-leveling sealant, lap sealant, is still very tough, very pliable. It was not easy to get off of this area, but it was plain to see with the dark area below it that it was leaking. I get up here and the area below it is where I peel it back is looks new, so I don't think that was leaking in that area. And there's still butyl right in here, butyl tape that I'm peeling off that is very malleable, like putty. So this is most likely the area where this was leaking over here. There's also some areas like right in there that looks like it could leak. I'm gonna try to get the silicone off of that. This stuff does not come off easy, especially off of the actual membrane itself. It doesn't want to come off very good at all because the membrane is actually a silicone product. So silicone does adhere to that quite well, but this Dicor product, as you can see when I go across it with the brush, it actually kind of powders. It's pliable, very pliable, but it doesn't adhere to the silicone. I know that sounds crazy, but it doesn't. You can see the silicone just flakes away from it. So, but it does not flake away from this part. So either I'm going to have to put a very large bead of this stuff across if I can't get it all off the membrane. I'm not going to try to get it all off if it won't come off, if it's being that stubborn. I don't want to risk damaging the membrane itself. Now the membrane is loose back to about right here, something like that. And I did some research on that, and from what I understand, that is quite normal, that they don't glue it all the way. Even down along the sides is not glued. And the reason for that is to give it room for expansion and contraction. So I was a little worried about that at first, but evidently it is quite normal. Even brand new campers will have even wrinkles in that area from where it's expanded and contracted. So I'm gonna get busy trying to get more of this stuff off. I'll probably have to climb on top of the camper and see what I can get done. Found another area of possible water intrusion. This was covered with big chunks of silicone. When I pulled it loose, this was all loose underneath. So that's definitely an issue there. Keep on at it. This area here that was flipped up earlier that I showed you, I had to actually pull it all the way back. This right in here is butyl tape that you can see flaking up. That's not such a big concern. But the guy that sealed this with the silicone had evidently stuck his silicone sealant up underneath it. So it had to all come off. And while I was up here, look what I found. This is the thing over the shower. Guess I'm in the market for a new one of those. Big cracks in it. The lap sealant is also cracked in that. So I'll order one of those and get more lap sealant and redo that too. Never ends with a camper. Okay, I got as much of the silicone off as I could. Some of it just is so well adhered to the membrane that it just won't come off, but it is all off of the original lap sealant, so we should be okay. I'll just bridge across from the original lap sealant onto the membrane with the new coat to try to seal it up. That one there is going to require quite a bit of lap sealant right in there, as well as down at the end where I found those holes. Also, before I put the lap sealant down, I'm going to go to the other side over there and clean that all out and get it as clean as I can before I put any down. So I've got the camper heating up on the inside to about 75 degrees, and it's warmed up out here. It's probably about 52 or so, so we should be okay. My fingers are numb from picking at it. I shouldn't have. Well, it's probably a good idea that I trimmed my fingernails ahead of time, otherwise I could have damaged the roof. But most of it came off with fingernails and rolling it with my finger. The brush really didn't help a lot. So I will need to clean this area probably with maybe an alcohol swab or something like that. They say Dawn detergent or something, but I really don't want any moisture getting down in it, because I can't. It'll be forever drying at this time of year. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'll bring you back after I've put the lap sealant on. This area over here with that lap sealant, it's also all cracked and old. I'm not going to worry about that until I replace this. If it does leak, it'll leak down into the shower, so I hope anyway. So I'll bring you back when I get the lap sealant on and show you what it looks like. Okay, I checked the other side. I didn't see anything that looked bad there. So I'm just going to, I will take some on my finger and smear it on there just to make sure. But I did find something else. This is my antenna, TV antenna. And right here is definitely an area of water intrusion. So I'll put some of that lap sealant right down in there as well. Hopefully it won't affect the operation of the mechanism any, but I can't have water getting in. So now I'm going to take an alcohol swab and swab this all down all the way. And once I get that done and cleaned, then I'll come back with the lap sealant. Okay, I swabbed it all down. I don't know if you can see that there isn't a line, a definite line, a clean line, where the alcohol swab ran. So now I'm going to put the lap sealant on, and I'll bring you guys back and show you that, and we'll call it done, I guess. Well, I probably won't get hired by anyone to put lap sealant on, but I believe it's all sealed. That area there that needed so much, I made 3 passes on it, and it's leveled out pretty good. Same with that area down there. So I'll bring you right back. Okay. Well, as you saw, I got the roof sealed. Hopefully it'll be good, because I don't know when I'm going to get 50-degree weather again. This is the stuff I use. This is Dicor lap sealant, self-leveling. I purchased 2 of those, and I only needed 1. So I'll have some in case we have more issues pop up. And for that piece above the shower that was cracked, I took some Gorilla Tape and put across the crack. So that should seal that up for temporary. we looked the piece up that I need. It looks like this two-piece thing. It's going to be close to $100 just for that. So we'll get that ordered in, and hopefully we can hold off till spring to mess with that, and then at the same time that I'm working on the outside, because I plan on cleaning up the outside of the trailer real good. It's as you saw in the videos, the very top half up there is all dirty. It needs to be cleaned and then waxed real good, or buffed and then waxed real good. But that'll be a whole new video later on down the road, probably sometime in spring. We did volunteer to be a camp host at our favorite park here in West Virginia called Camp Creek, and so I'd like to have it all cleaned up and looking nice for when we go there. So and definitely sealed. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. I appreciate you guys watching and coming along for the ride. I'll see you in the next video.